that there is no winner determined for this trial right here. But for the small can versus the large can, they were both had no contents. The small one was the winner. For the tomato paste can and the Sox can, tomato paste one. Oh, sorry. For the tomato paste can when it was full versus the empty tomato paste can, the full one was the winner. And then the lacrosse ball versus tomato paste can, the lacrosse ball won. The lacrosse ball versus the hollow can, the lacrosse ball won. The sloshing water can versus the non-sloshing can, the non-sloshing can won. And for the small marble versus the lacrosse ball, the small marble won. So our conclusions from that were that cans with sloshing liquids will roll slower because the liquids inside, it's more massive, and the liquids inside act against the inertia. So the cans without sloshing liquids have less inertia. And the can without the sloshing contents, the least amount of time to roll down because there's less mass. So that equals sorry. If there's less mass, that means you resist the inertia more, so you roll down faster. And so the bigger cans had the greatest resistance to inertia because they were obviously the most massive. So our final conclusion was that smaller objects with less mass and objects with smaller circumferences rolled down the ramp the fastest. And that's it.
Excellent. What questions do you have? I'll just act as the host for this one. If we have another board meeting like this, I'll have someone else host. But what questions do you have for Jonah's group? Okay. So everyone understood? All right, great. Okay, Milo, you're up next. Are you here? Did he?
Doesn't say he's in the group.
Did he bug out because he was going to have to present? Yes. Let's call them technical difficulties. All right. That sucks. Okay, so Julio, I will make you co-host so that you can present. And while we're waiting for Julio to get that all set up, from the last group, Vivian, Danielle, Santonio, who's going to be presenting?
I'll do it.
Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Julio, are you muted?
Yes. So for the first trial, we couldn't find out who the winner was because the trials were inconsistent. Then the second one, the solid tomato paste, was the faster one. Then for the third one, the non-sloshing can won. Then the lacrosse ball beat the hollow tomato paste. Then the tomato paste that was solid beat the hollow one. And then our conclusion was that the more mass an object has, the more inertia it has, and that the sloshing and the sloshing of the can and the can being hollow makes them go slower than the solid ones.
Excellent. Any questions for Julio's group? Thank you. All right, Vivian, whenever you're ready.
All right, let me try this. Ah, wrong one. Okay, wait. Why is this still? Yeah, sure. No, 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 no. Okay, sorry guys. I got like a bunch of tabs open. Can you still see this, or did I exit the Zoom meeting?
Right now your video is off and you are not sharing,
Not-
but you're in the Zoom meeting.
It's not letting me. It won't let me click share.
I'll make you the full host. Let's see if that does it.
Or cancel. Wait. Okay, hold on. It's oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Let's. Oh my goodness. It's not.
So if it doesn't work, you can just share the document with me and then I can display it on my screen and you can talk about it.
Okay, let me try that. Okay, I just sent it to you. It's not even letting me look at the Zoom screen. What's going on?
I think we need to be patient with a few different pieces of technology right now. One of them being Zoom, because what's happening is that it's Monday. It's after a lot of people's spring break, and so there are a lot of schools who are trying to do this all simultaneously. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are all sorts of weird errors happening because of bandwidth issues, like around the world. All right.
Did you get it, or should I try it again?
Right now, I'm not seeing it as shared with me. Tell you what, we're running a little short on time, so why don't we make this the first thing that we do tomorrow? So we'll start off with finishing the board meeting. If you presented your board meeting today, then you can submit that as a group. Like, make sure everyone's name is on it, make sure it's clear who all participated in that group. Only one person needs to submit it, but what you need to do individually is have your own personal reflection, as we've been doing, on the lab itself. So again, individually you need to have your reflection, but as a group you can submit the document, and I'll count that document for everybody in the group. But there still needs to be those two components. If you've submitted that, then you're good. And so Vivian, you and your group should submit that, and that way I'll make sure I have a copy and I can display it for everybody tomorrow, in case that still isn't working for you tomorrow. Okay? Make sure that you're looking at the schedule and that you are all set with whatever other Zoom lessons you have. Keep letting me know about any conflicts in the schedule, and I will do my best to resolve them or tell you what you should be doing based on what I know teachers are trying to do on a daily basis. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy yourself.